Welcome to the Funny Carpenter. Today we're going to figure out what's more durable, an Ikea kitchen cabinet door or your typical painted custom door that you'd get from any of your local shops. Now the Ikea door is from the Axstad lineup. This door was $50 Canadian. There's three color choices. This is the gray, there's a white and a navy blue. The core of this door is a pressed fiberboard, and the finish is some type of plastic foil wrap. Now the custom cabinet door is your typical custom door that you'd find at most local cabinet shops. A door like this would probably be about $75 Canadian. Now this is made out of high density MDF. It's a 5-piece construction, and the finish on here is a catalyzed conversion varnish. So to figure out which one of these doors is more durable, I've designed 4 super cool extreme durability tests. We've got the Turbo Knob Smasher, Kids Gone Wild, Dirty Fingers edition, a little device I invented called Crazy Fingers, and finally, Machine Gun Pet Paws. Let's get testing. So test number 1, the Turbo Knob Smasher. Now this is a scientific machine that I've built to figure out what will happen to your cabinet door if it's repeatedly slammed into with a cabinet knob. So we'll do 10 full speed blows on each of the doors. This is going to tell us a lot about those two doors. Let's roll. So the results of the Turbo Knob Smasher test are quite close. Now I wasn't quite ready for how hard that thing would be smashing into the doors. And actually on the first attempt, this custom door came loose and it flipped over the truck, and it did end up getting 2 dings here that I'm not going to look at. They're not part of the test. So yeah, you can see the results here, but this is interesting. So on the custom door here, it's just really just burnished the paint. It hasn't really chipped anything off. And I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's not super noticeable on the custom door. I mean, it's noticeable, but it's not egregious. Now on the Ikea door, it's done the same thing. It's burnished everything, but there is some like white residue. Yeah, initial reaction is the Ikea door is not looking great with this kind of white material that's been exposed, or I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it's burnt plastic. So I'd have to give the slight edge to the custom door. Let's move on to test number 2. So test number 2, Child Gone Wild, Dirty Fingers edition. So what we're going to do here is take these 3 substances, peanut butter, ketchup, and coconut oil. We're going to put them on each of the doors, let them sit overnight, and see if there's any chemical damage to the finish. I don't know what type of things go on at your place, but this is pretty realistic for the way things are around here. Good news and bad news on the Dirty Fingers test. If you own one of these doors, good news, nothing happened to them. If you're making a video about testing doors, bad news, bit of a bummer. I thought that something would at least happen to the finish on one of the doors, but both of them made it through unscathed. On to test number 3. Test number 3, Crazy Fingers. Wow, careful Crazy Fingers, you almost took my eye out. Now Crazy Fingers is a special scientific machine that I've been working on for the last 3 months. Now what this thing will do is replicate 20 years of hard use. Every time you open up the door, your finger or your Stanley Cup ring will be smashing into the cabinet door, and Crazy Fingers is going to put 20 years of that into 60 seconds. Let's get testing. So the results of the Crazy Finger test, I did learn something new. This custom door actually has oak rails on the outside, and it has a MDF center panel. So I know up top there I said it was all made out of MDF, and a lot of times some of these doors are, but this one happens to have oak panels. Doesn't really change much about the finish. But yeah, just to note, this door has oak side rails. So the results of the test were the paint actually did chip quite a bit more on the custom door as compared to the IKEA door. Yeah, you can see this big section here is just kind of chipped out. The scuffing remains about the same on both the doors. The IKEA door again has all this white kind of plasticky, like there's some pretty big gouges, and then you just kind of have some rough plastic bits sticking up here. Whereas the custom painted door is just, you know, it's kind of a nice chip out here. Slight edge to the IKEA door, but either way, both the doors did not stand up great to 20 years of Stanley Cup ring abuse. Let's get on to the next test. And the last test, test number 4, machine gun pet paws. Now the wife and kid are sleeping, so I've gone for the electric chainsaw. It's going to be a little quieter than the gas powered one, so we'll see how this goes. Now we're going to give this just a couple scratches without the chainsaw running. Then we'll turn it on and we'll give it some side swipes. This will replicate what would happen if your pet decided to get inside the cupboard door by going through it with its claws. Here we go. So the result of the Crazy Paws test, the IKEA door did take slightly more damage than the custom painted door. On the scratch test here, you can definitely feel that the gouges went in deeper than the custom door. I don't know if you can pick that up on the sound, but I mean, they both did get scratched just on the gliding back and forth there. But the IKEA door did scratch a little deeper, and probably because of the darker color, it just looks worse on the scratches. Realistically, if you've ever seen a dog actually go to town with his paws, this is not too far off. So the IKEA door just pretty much got destroyed. The plastic flakes are just coming off everywhere. It looks terrible. The custom painted door, it's not great either. There's definitely a lot of gouges. I mean, you know, it's hard to say that this did better than the IKEA door. It just looks better because there's not a bunch of plastic peeling off of the door. So now the main difference between an IKEA door and a custom door is you could get this custom door repainted, you know, 5-10 times even. Probably cost about $30 to $40 Canadian to get this thing repainted. With the IKEA door, this is just trash bin. There's no refinishing this. You could always buy a new IKEA door for another $50. But if the kitchen was a couple years old, it's likely that the other doors would be faded and a new piece might look a little bit strange. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing, but it could be a little bit off. And if you're thinking of renovating your kitchen, be sure to check out this video that I'm working on. When it's done, I'll put it up here about the top 3 must-have design features for your new kitchen. And if you're one of the subscribing type folk, give this guy a little poke in the eye down here. And hey, fun fact, my top 3 favorite fruits: oranges, cherries, and plums. We'll see you on the next video.